If you're a small business owner posting on Instagram every single day and still not getting customers, this video will explain exactly why. Instagram ads are not about posting more. They are about showing the right message to the right people consistently. My name is Dr. Shola from Bizliftng. On this channel, I help small business owners and digital marketers understand ads and online marketing without confusion. In this video, I'm going to break down Instagram ads from beginner level to sales using real examples for product-based business and also service-based businesses. By the end of this video, you understand exactly what to focus on before spending money. So why is it that organic Instagram is not enough any longer? Posting consistently on Instagram is good, but the truth is posting alone is slow. For example, a product-based business selling perfumes might post daily, nice products, good captions, but sales are inconsistent. Also, a service-based business like a makeup artist might post tips every day and still struggle to get inquiries. So the problem is not effort. The problem is distribution. You see, Instagram ads will solve one thing, right? They will put your message in front of people who don't know you yet. So how exactly does Instagram ads actually work? Instagram ads are powered by Meta. I'm sure you know this by now, which means Instagram ads and Facebook ads, they use the same system. You see, when you run ads, you're not paying Instagram to sell for you. You're actually paying Instagram to test your message and find people who will respond to that message. That is why attention matters more than aesthetics. So let me break this down clearly. If you sell a product, say perfume, skincare, fashion, people don't buy immediately. The thing is, they are thinking, will this work for me? Can I trust this brand? So your ads must focus on, number one, the problem, number two, the experience, and number three, the social proof. Let's look at a good example. Still struggling to find a perfume that lasts all day? You see, that is focusing on a particular problem. Now, for a service-based business, if you sell a service like photography, marketing, people are buying you, not actually the service, but you. They're thinking, does this person understand my problem? Can I trust this person? So your ads must focus on what? Frustration, results, clarity. Let's look at a good example. Posting every day but still not getting customers online. You see how that is structured. So what are the ad formats that works best in 2026? Now, the best performing Instagram ad format is still short video, talking head videos, simple demonstrations, clear captions. You don't need expensive cameras. What you actually need is clarity. One of the things you will notice with Instagram ads is how the best ads usually feel like normal content and not commercials. Now, you must understand this. Instagram ads are not magic. You see, a small daily budget is enough for you to test your messaging, see what people respond to, and also make improvements every week. You see, if your first ad doesn't work, that is feedback. It's not failure. Success doesn't always mean instant sales. So usually it can look like you getting more profile visits, more DMs, or sometimes even more engagement. You see, these are the signals that your message is working. I'm going to go over to my screen right now and show you the right Instagram ad I'll probably set up right now. All right, now, so let's get into my screen where I'm going to be showing you the right type of Instagram ads that I will probably be setting up right now. Now, this is 2026, and what I'm going to tell you is the very first thing is that you want to, now, whatever your goal is, you want your money to not really just be blown anyhow. You want your money to be spent well for whatever ad you're running. And especially for Instagram, I'm going to show you the right type of ad I'm going to run. So let's go to the ads manager. So I'm going to just go to the ads manager right now. Okay, just go to campaigns. Now, when I get to the ads manager, I'm going to be showing you the type of objective that I'll focus on if I'm running Instagram ads this period. Now, this is not, we're not talking Facebook ads now, we're talking Instagram ads, right? So the type of ad objectives I'm going to focus on, how much I'll most likely spend, I'm just going to run you through that. If you can follow this practical part, you don't have anything to bother when it comes to engagement, sales this year, okay? So let's look at that, how that looks like. Okay, so this is my ads, my ad account. This is the ads manager. I'm sure you know how to do this. If you don't know how to set up, I'll leave a link to my video right here. Also, if you don't know how to run ads, I'll leave another link to a video where you can learn how to run ads as well. So now let's create a new campaign. Now, for an Instagram ad that helps you to achieve both engagement and also conversions, I would most likely create a traffic ad, especially for a small business owner that is looking to test their messaging to understand whether people are, what people are saying, or if people are, enjoying their messaging, or, connecting with their messaging. I would most likely use a traffic ad, okay, as my objective. Okay, so just follow me while we do that. All right, so I'm going to be using the traffic objective right here, as you can see. So I've chosen the traffic objective. I'm going to click continue right here. And then, of course, I'm going to use a manual traffic campaign. I always advise you to use a manual traffic campaign. You know that already. So let's just ignore this part. Now, here is what I want you to do, and don't miss this. Now, I want you to use a campaign budget, right? I'm going to show you why I'm saying this. Use a campaign budget, and then we're going to now spend just 5,000 naira for this. Remember that we're trying to maximize our budget as much as possible. So daily budget will be 5,000 naira. We're going to use a campaign budget. I'm going to show you why we're doing that next. Okay, so we're going to go next into the ad set. Now, what I'm going to do on the ad set part is for the conversion location, right? I am going to use my Instagram or Facebook profile as the conversion location. The reason is that I want this traffic ad to take people to my page where they will be able to see a lot of varieties that I have, a lot of products that I have, or see my past jobs, my past services, see my content and all that, just so that they can make that decision to buy on their own. Now, the goal is that I'm doing this because it is going to help me keep my spending as low as possible and maximize my budget. Imagine me being able to convert a sale of, say, 100 to 200,000 from just spending 5,000 naira. So that is the actual reason why we're setting up this ad like this. Okay, so I'm going to use Instagram or Facebook, and then right here, of course, you have to choose your Facebook page, do all that normal thing. So I'm just going to choose one here, and I'm going to be sending people to my Instagram profile. Remember, it's Instagram ads, not Facebook. So we've set the budget already. Now, most likely we're going to run this for let's say about a month or two, or a month thereabout. So if you're doing a month, 5,000 times 30, that's about 150,000 naira, right? Or you can do, say, 2 weeks. So let's say 2 weeks, that would be a lesser amount, right? So you don't have to spend anything too much, okay? Now, when we get to the audience control, here is the trick. Now, for location, because we are also trying to keep our budget, not, burn a lot of budget, instead of doing the whole of the country, we're going to focus on one particular city where we're going to get the best result. So, for example, as a product-based business, look at your data. Where do people come from the most on your Instagram? You can go to your Instagram page, check your insights, see where people come from the most, okay? So, for me, it will be Lagos, okay? So, Lagos, and then I'm going to scroll down. So, I'm just using just Lagos alone, right? And then I'm going to go to where it says Advantage Plus Audience. I'm going to use the audience suggestion. Now, follow me carefully. For the age, I'm going to be sticking to an age of 18 to about 50. Now, I want to leave it as broad as possible because we've already gone thin with the location. So it will be advisable to leave the age as broad as possible since you're already going thin with location, right? Now, for gender as well, this will depend on your type of business. But for most businesses, it will be both genders. So, and if yours is just one gender, please select the one you want to use. Now, when we get to detailed targeting, because of our thin budget of 5,000 naira daily, we cannot use any detailed targeting. So we're not using any interest, no keywords whatsoever. And the reason is because of our thin budget. So we want the ad to go into targeting Lagos, people in Lagos within 18 to 50 at a certain gender or both genders. But the catch is that our content is going to do a lot of work in clarifying who this advert is meant for. That is where the work is going to be. Our messaging is going to be really clear and direct. Okay, so I'm going to leave the detailed targeting for placement, right? Of course, definitely manual placement, and then you use just Instagram. Okay, we don't want the ad flying on Facebook or anything. So I'll turn on Facebook and then just Instagram. Now, so we go next, and then you see another thing, right? Now, one of the things you must also understand is that when we get to this point, another thing that we will do is that we will use an existing post on this final stage. Why? Is because we want to use a post that is already existing on our page that has already performed well, right? Now, so that means whatever it is you want to do, the post must be clear, the messaging, everything. Ensure you have created it and you have posted it, right? Ensure you have done that long ago before you start setting up the ad. At least maybe a week, 1 week before you start setting up this ad. So we're going to select the post. You can select any post. Let's just use one as an example. Just select any post. Most likely it has to be a video. I have to mention that. So let's say a video, right? So once you're done with this, right now, here is where the trick is. Remember at the beginning of this ad, one of the things we did was that we used a campaign budget, not an ad set budget. Now, I'll tell you why we used a campaign budget. The reason is because when we get to the end of this ad here, we intend to use more than one content so that our money can be well spent and Meta can have enough creatives to be able to make a decision for us on which one is performing well, and we can make that decision and say, okay, this one seems to be the best content for this particular ad that is giving the best results. So we take out the ones that are not working, and then now that we know what is working, we can now scale our budget. You get it right. So now what I'm doing here now is I'm going to duplicate the ad. So just do a duplicate of the ad, and I'm going to just duplicate the original copy. Because we're using 5,000 Naira, I'll probably just add maybe 2 more content, right? 2 more content. You don't want to make it too much so that, it's 5,000 Naira daily you're spending. So all you have to do is to come into the copy and then just adjust the copy. Adjust the copy, right? Change the content on the copy so it's not the same content all through. So we have 2 copies here. So I will change the content of the copy and I will publish this particular ad. So after like 1 week or so, I already can tell, come back and check the results. So for each of the content that you've used, each of the creatives, you can now check which one is performing well, which one is delivering more profile visits for us. That content is probably the best content. So now you can now decide and say, okay, I want to go and edit this content, or I want to duplicate, and then on the duplicate, I take up the budget. You get it right. So if you want to get customers from Instagram without guessing, subscribe to this YouTube channel. I usually will post 2 practical, in-depth videos every week. So comment below and let me know, are you running a product-based business or a service-based business? I'll see you guys in the next video.